Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 127. In this video, I will be explain doubt questions, revision. C. Describe the preparation of the potassium dichromate from iron chromate ore. And then second one is, what is the effect of the increasing pH on a solution of the potassium dichromate? Okay. So first is describe the preparation of the potassium dichromate from iron chromate ore. So three steps of preparation. So three steps of the preparation. First step is conversion of the chromate chromate ore into the sodium chromate. Sodium chromate is Na2Cr O4 and chromate ore FeCr2O4. So FeCr2O4 react with the sodium carbonate and then oxygen. So convert into the sodium chromate Na2Cr O4. It is yellow color. And then Fe2O3 and CO2 form. Then this Na2Cr O4 conversion of the sodium chromate into the sodium dichromate. React with the acid. H plus ion convert into the Na2Cr2O7. It is orange color. And plus 2Na plus and H2O. Then this sodium chromate dichromate Na2Cr2O7 convert into the potassium dichromate, react with the KCl and then convert into the potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7, and it is the crystal of the orange color. Then in aqueous solution interchangeable of the chromate and dichromate, which is depend on the pH of the solution. Okay, so chromate ion CrO4 2 minus react with the acid, so convert into the dichromate ion Cr2O7 2 minus. It is a orange color, and this is the dichromate ion react with the base, so again convert into the chromate ion CrO4 2 minus. It is yellow color, so chromate ion convert into the dichromate react with the acid. When react with the base, dichromate ion convert into the chromate ion. It is yellow color. Okay. Then second, what is the effect of the increasing pH? So if increasing pH, so dichromate ion convert into the chromate ion. Okay. Increase pH, that is means basic nature increase. Okay. Then next question is, describe the oxidizing action of the potassium dichromate and write the ionic equation for its reaction. Okay. The oxidizing action of the potassium dichromate. So potassium dichromate is a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium, and its used in volumetric analysis as primary standard. Okay, so first is C, its oxidation reaction. So dichromate ion Cr2O7 2 minus react with the acid ion H plus ion 14H plus and then 6 electron. So 2Cr3 plus plus 7H2O. It is a oxidation reaction. So one by one see the reaction ionic equation with first is with iodide ion. So dichromate ion Cr2O7 2 minus react with the iodide ion. So first represent the its acidic reaction 14H plus plus 6 electron convert into the 2Cr3 plus plus 7H2O. It is the oxidation reaction. And then iodide ion 2I minus convert into the I2 plus 2 electron. For the balancing, this equation multiply 3 because 6 electron balance equal. So 6 electron to 6 electron cancel and then write the total reaction. So Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 2I minus multiply 3 6I minus, and in product side 2Cr3 plus and then I2 can multiply 3, so 3I2 plus 7H2O. This is the reaction, ionic reaction with iodide ion. Then reaction with iron second solution. So Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron convert into the 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. This is the common oxidation reaction, but iron second, so Fe2 plus 3 convert into the Fe3 plus by removal of the electron. For balancing the electron, this equation multiply by 6 and then write the total reaction, net reaction, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus, then 6 Fe2 plus, then in product side 2Cr3 plus and then 6 Fe3 plus and then 7H2O. Then with H2S, first reaction as it is right, Then H2S convert into the sulfur plus 2H plus 2 electron. For balancing the electron, multiply 3. Then Cr2O7 2 minus plus 8H plus, because here left hand side 14H plus, right hand side 6. So minus, so 8H plus 3H2S. Product side 2Cr3 plus and 7H2 plus 3S. Next is describe the preparation of the potassium permanganate. So preparation of the potassium permanganate. So here three method. First from pyrolusite, second industrial method, and third is laboratory method. First is from pyrolusite mineral. Pyrolusite mineral is MnO2. Okay, and MnO2 react with KOH plus O2. So MnO2 pyrolusite convert into the K2MnO4 potassium magnate. And this potassium magnate MnO4 minus 2 minus magnate ion react with acid, so convert into the permanganate ion MnO4 minus, then manganese dioxide plus 2H2. Industrial method pyrolusite mineral MnO2 react with the alkaline oxidation with KOH or KNO3. So magnate ion convert into the pyrolusite mineral convert into the magnate ion, and magnate ion again electrolytic oxidation in alkaline solution, so convert into the permanganate ion MnO4 minus. Then third laboratory method. In lab, salt of the manganese second ion oxidized into permanganate by peroxydisulfate. Okay, like 2Mn2 plus can react with the 5H2O4 OH2 minus. So plus 8H2O. So convert into the permanganate ion and then SO4 2 minus plus 16H plus. So this is the laboratory method. Second one is how does the acidified permanganate solution react with iron. So first is react with iron. So MnO4 minus permanganate ion react with the acidic medium H plus ion and then Fe2 plus ion. Iron second, that is Fe2 plus ion. So which product are formed? MnO4 minus permanganate ion convert into the Mn2 plus and then Fe2 plus ferrous ion convert into the Fe3 plus ferric ion. Then whenever react with the sulfur dioxide SO2, so permanganate ion 2MnO4 minus plus 2H2O plus 5H2 SO2, so convert into the Mn2 plus 4H plus and then SO4 2 minus. So permanganate ion react with the sulfur dioxide, so convert into the Mn2 plus and then sulfate ion. Then permanganate react with the oxalic acid. Permanganate MnO4 minus plus 16H plus and then oxalic acid COO minus COO minus. So MnO4 minus convert into the Mn2 plus and then at 8H2O plus 10 CO2. So whenever react with the oxalic acid, so convert into the Mn2 plus and then CO2 gas. Okay, so these are three chemical reaction. Permanganate ion react with the Fe2 plus ion, permanganate ion react with the sulfur dioxide, and permanganate ion react with the oxalic acid. Next is predict which of the following will be colored in aqueous solution. So these ions are given. So first we have to see titanium, vanadium. So these are those ions which have incompletely filled d orbital. Those ions which have incompletely filled d orbital, so represent coloring properties in aqueous solution. Okay, so fully filled otherwise vacant d orbital represent colorless property. Okay, so d orbital fully filled, that is means d10, and in vacant, that is means d0. So one by one we have to see titanium 3 plus. For first titanium 3 plus, so titanium 22 atomic number, so its configuration 3d3 22. Okay, so 22 and 3 plus, so that is means only for 3d1 its configuration, so 1 electron only, so unpaired electron, that is means it is colorful. Vanadium 3 plus, so its configuration 3d2, so 2 unpaired electron. Copper plus, copper have 3d10 fully filled, so no unpaired electron, that is means colorless. Scandium 21, so 3 plus 3 electron remove, so here 0, 3D 0. So no unpaired electrons, so empty, so colorless. Mn2 plus 3D5, 5 unpaired electrons, so colorful. Fe3 plus 3D5, 5 unpaired electrons, so colorful. Cobalt 2 plus 3D7, so here 2 electron unpaired, 3 electron, so colorful. Okay, so which is colorful? Whenever present in completely filled d orbital. Okay. Then next is compare the stability of the plus oxidation state for the elements of the first transition series. So in 3D series, first transition element addition of the first ionization enthalpy and second ionization enthalpy increase whenever atomic number increase. So increase atomic number, so ionization enthalpy also increase. But value of the standard reduction potential value very less negative. Reason, due to this reason, because capacity of the M2 plus ion decrease. Here you see Mn, so plus 2 oxidation state, it is more stable because to its D5 half filled configuration. So third ionization enthalpy is maximum because D5 electronic configuration. Zinc plus 2 oxidation more stable due to its D10 fully filled configuration. Nickel plus 2 oxidation state because more stable because due to its more hydration enthalpy. Okay, so manganese also D5 configuration, so it is more stable. Zinc plus 2 oxidation state, it is also more stable. Nickel plus 2 oxidation state, it is also more stable due to its more hydration enthalpy. Next is how would you account for the following of the D4 species? Chromium plus 2 is strongly reduced and while manganese third is strongly oxidized. How would you account for the following of the D4 species? Chromium plus 2 is strongly reduced and manganese third is strongly oxidized. So we have already known about both have D4 configuration, but chromium plus 2 is strongly reduced and Mn3 plus is strong oxidized. So see, chromium configuration 24 atomic number, configuration organ 3d5 4s1. So plus 2, that is means 2 electron remove. So configuration organ 3d4. So whenever convert chromium plus to chromium 3 plus, loss of electron. So d4 convert into the d3. So its electrode standard potential value minus 0.41 volt. Okay, so that is means chromium plus 2 easily oxidized into chromium plus 3 because d4. Okay, so strong reductant. Clear? But in opposite way, Mn, manganese atomic number 25 and organ 3d5 4s2 its electronic configuration. Mn 3 plus, that is 3 electron removed, so 3d4. So d4 convert into the 1 electron gain and convert into the d5. So half filled configuration, it is stable and electrode potential value Mn3 plus to convert Mn2 plus 1.57 volt positive. So Mn3 plus ion easily reduced into Mn2 plus, so strong oxidant. Okay. Then second one is cobalt second is stable in aqueous solution, but in the presence of the complexing reagent it is easily oxidized. So cobalt second is stable. So size of the cobalt third, hydration enthalpy of the cobalt fourth is very high, sixth. But due to this cobalt third have maximum power of the making coordination compound in the presence of the ligand. So cobalt second is stable in aqueous solution, but in the presence of the complexing reagent it is easily oxidized. Okay, so main reason is cobalt second is stable. Okay, but only for in the presence of the complexing reagent it is easily oxidized. Third, the D1 configuration is very unstable in ions. So D1, that is means 1 electron disappear from D subshell. So configuration obtained D0. 1 electron removed, so D0 configuration, and vacant, it is a stable configuration. So D1 configuration unstable. Okay, next question. What is meant by disproportionation? Okay, and give 2 examples. So you already known about disproportionation, those reaction in which oxidation and a reduction in one substance, it is called disproportionation reaction. and those reaction to different types of the product are formed by decrease and increase of its oxidation number. So those reaction in which in those reaction two different types of the products are formed by decrease and increase of its oxidation number. So example, you see 3CrO4 minus plus 8H plus convert into the CrO4 minus plus Cr3 plus 4H2. Here chromium, here you see plus 5 oxidation state. So here Cr plus 6 and plus 3. So one atom represent different types of the oxidation state in the one reaction. So this reaction is disproportionation reaction. Other example, 3MnO4 minus plus 4H plus convert into the 2MnO4 minus plus MnO2 plus 2H2O. Okay, so here manganese plus 6 oxidation state, product Mn plus 7, Mn plus 4. So different types of the oxidation state. So those reaction in which different types of the oxidation state represent by the one element. So this reaction is known as disproportionation reaction. So properly you learn these two examples. Okay. Next question is, which metal in the first series of the transition metal exhibit plus 1 oxidation state, and it is most frequently. So copper metal ion exhibit plus 1 oxidation state, and most frequently due to its electronic configuration. Okay, in ground state copper 29 atomic number, 1 electron loss, so convert into the copper plus 1, so full filled configuration, so it is more stable. So reason to obtain D10 configuration, fully filled configuration, so it is most frequently. Okay, it is easy but concept wise question, so please focus the question. Reasonable question, maximum asking in the board exams. Okay, so focus why this is happen. Okay, not a directly learn. First you focus why this is happen. Okay, then 24 next question is, calculate the number of the unpaired electron. So first is manganese 3 plus. So Mn, first you learn 3D series, you write, I already explained in my notes. So first you learn 3D series completely, then atomic number you learn, and then oxidation number given. So according to the oxidation number loss, remove the electron. Mn 3 plus. So first you write Mn 25 atomic number. So ground state it's configuration 3d5 4s2, and then in oxidation state 3 plus, that is means 3 electron remove. So configuration 3d4. So how many unpaired electron? 4. Then chromium 24 atomic number, configuration 3d5 4s1, 3 plus 3 electron remove. So 3d3, 3 electron. So this 3 electron goes to T2G. So stable, more stable. Then vanadium 23 atomic number, configuration 3d3 4s2, vanadium 3 plus, that is means 3 electron remove, so 2 unpaired electron. Titanium 22 atomic number, 3d2 4s2 its configuration, titanium 3 plus 3 electron remove, so only 1 electron. So here Mn 4 electron and chromium 3 electron. So which is more stable? Because chromium, because 3 electron, because in T2G 3 electrons, and it is more stable. Give example and suggest reasons for the following features of the transition metal chemistry. So first is lowest oxidation state of the transition metal is basic, and then highest is amphoteric acidic. Why? Lowest oxidation state, that is means lowest oxide of the transition metal, then they form ionic bond. But whenever we take higher oxidation state, that is means highest oxide, so that is means they form covalent bond. Ionic bond form, that is means less electron participate due to its effective nuclear charge decrease. Okay, and metal oxide easily donate of electron and it behave like base. Okay, lower oxidation state, that is means lowest oxide, and form ionic bond. And ionic bond making less electron participate, reason effective nuclear charge decrease. So metal oxide easily donate of electron and hence it behave like base. but in other way, higher oxidation state. So highest oxidation state, so covalent bond form, and making the covalent bond more electron participate. Due to this, effective nuclear charge increase. And effective nuclear charge increase, that is means metal oxide accept electron easily and it behave like Lewis acid. Then next, transition metal exhibit higher oxidation state in oxide and fluoride. So you already known about oxide and fluoride less and more electronegative. So OSF6 like example. So oxidation state of the osmium is equal to +6. Okay, and vanadium pentaoxide, here oxidation state is +5. So it is more exhibit highest oxidation state because oxide or fluoride size is less and more electronegativity. Next question is, highest oxidation state is exhibited in oxoanion of the metal. So oxoanion, small size, higher electronegativity and strong oxidate. So their property of the oxygen, small size, electronegativity high and the strong oxidate. These property of the oxygen, and due to this metal react with oxygen. Like example, chromium oxide, Cr2O7 2 dichromate ion. So here oxidation state of the chromium +6, higher oxidation state because maximum oxygen connect with metal, and in MnO4-, here 4 oxygen attached with manganese. So oxidation state of the manganese +7. So +7, +6, so highest oxidation state whenever maximum oxygen attached. Okay, so highest oxidation state exhibit in oxoanions of a metal ion. Okay. Next questions I will be explaining in the next video. Thank you so much.